Sonic Drive-In. If you've ever craved tater tots, frozen treats, corn dogs, and burgers, but didn't want to leave your car, Sonic is the place for you. A paragon of retrofuturism, Sonic is where you go to suppress the intrusive thoughts that impel you to shove a roller skating teenager off balance. But is it any good? We went to Sonic today, and there were positives and negatives. The cherry limeade is worth every bit of the hype it gets, but eating this much food in my car is a special kind of hell to me.
The Sonic Oreo Blast was a heavenly treat. Seeing the menu from the passenger side? Impossible.
The tater tots were so good, I'd eat an actual infinity of them, but the burger offerings didn't exactly allow me to have a supersonic day. This week on the show, Septemburger rolls on. Sonic's burger will go head-to-head with Dairy Queen's burger later in the episode, but first, I'll scratchy intercom my expertise directly into your rolled-down window of curiosity so that you too may know everything I've learned about Sonic Drive-In. Then, we'll tell you, beautiful viewers, what we and the people of Yelp think about the Sonic we went to today. Stay tuned. This is the Fine Dining Podcast.
Eight burgers enter, one burger leaves. Take a look at the menu, nothing but beef. So fire up that grill and fry up your soul. We're looking for something that's better than mediocre. It's time for a burger September. Yes, it's time for the test. There can only be one victor of a burger September. Yeah, we're looking for some perfection. Just be the best burger that you can be. Somewhere between heaven and ecstasy. I can see that hunger, it's in your eye. You're going for glory with a side of fright. It's Septemburger!
Hey everyone, before we jump properly into this week's episode, I want to tell you about another podcast that you're going to like if you like this one. It's called Candy is Dandy. Candy is Dandy is the world's only podcast devoted entirely to reviewing candy. Hosted by Greg Gonzalez, Beto Sistos, and Daniel Zafran, three longtime best friends and comedians and candy obsessives. Each episode, they pick a different candy, give its history, and then taste and review it on air with all the mouth sounds mercifully edited out. Each episode then ends with a candy-related game. They have done an episode on Snickers and found out it was named after a horse. They discovered the connection Butterfingers have to the atomic bomb. They tasted way too many peach rings with Comedy Bang Bang and SNL's Carl Tart. If you love candy, you're going to love this show. They cover all the candies you loved from your childhood and more. Find Candy is Dandy, the Candy Review Podcast, anywhere podcasts are found.
So you're really thinking about pushing over a teenager?
My conscience knows not to.
But
I recognize the opportunity. It's the call of the void when you're standing over a cliff and you're like, I could jump. You don't want to, but you entertain the thought.
Okay. That's very natural, very human. I accept that.
It's a thing, you know? Hello and welcome to the Fine Dining Podcast, the quest to compare all restaurants to Chili's. I am your host, Michael Ornelas, and it's Septemburger, my annual hamburger tournament pitting 8 burger chains against one another until a winner emerges at the end of the month. There's still time to fill out a bracket. Just click the link in the description of this episode or go to finediningpodcast.com. The winner will get bragging rights, a rap song written about them, or anything they choose, and they can choose any American chain restaurant I've yet to cover, and I'll do an episode on it. This week on the show, we will be reviewing Sonic Drive-In, the easiest chain to cosplay its mascots, as they are just two guys sitting in a car. And joining me this week to discuss this brand is coming to us from the Geek Off the Street podcast, a show that talks all things geek and pop culture. It's Marc Pope.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Pleasure to be here, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the invite.
How are you doing?
Man, living the dream. This was a long time coming. You know, I'm a big fan of the show. I'm telling my friends all about it, so I was looking forward to being here.
Hell yeah. And I was a big fan of doing your show. It was such a delight chatting with you and Trent.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trent. Hello. How's it going?
What'd it do?
I remember talking about wanting to be a Goron. That will
You got to watch the episode, everybody.
I will eat and review how rocks taste. Well, so we went to Sonic today.
Yeah.
Do you have a personal background with Sonic?
You know what? The very first time I ever went to or heard about a Sonic, my sister actually told me about it, and she went to college out in Texas.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything about Sonic, and it wasn't out here in California yet at the time. So I'm a little bit older than I pretend to be. So this was probably back in sometime in the 90s, maybe mid 90s.
Okay.
So a long time ago. And there was no Sonic out here. But when one did show up, she was going on and on about like that cherry limeade and all that kind of stuff. So I said, all right, let me go check these guys out. And for a while, when they opened up in Riverside, I was going on a somewhat regular basis.
Sure.
Just to get the drinks.
They entered the rotation.
They did.
It's interesting. As I've done more and more restaurants for this show, my rotation has gotten smaller and smaller.
Ooh, interesting.
Which I find, I think I've also had like a few places that I used to love. And now that I've gone to more places, I'm like, oh, maybe they're not as great as I thought they were.
Right.
And then there's places that I like don't shut up about. And it's nice to get variety. And Sonic is there's just not one close enough to me. We went to the closest one to me and it's like 33 miles away or something like that.
Right. When I was driving from there to here, I was like, there's no Sonic like anywhere in between here. That's nuts.
No. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. And then I remember a Sonic opened up, not a drive-in, like literally a walk-in restaurant version of Sonic in a strip mall that was near where I went to middle school. When I grew up in Texas.
Yeah.
So that was my first exposure to Sonic, was like, oh, tater tots are the thing. Oh, hot dogs are more the thing. Because like, yeah, they are a fast food burger place, but kind of the rest of their menu is the draw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's your history with Sonic. That's my history. Do you want to hear the history?
Oh, would love to.
All right. We're going to jump into this week's Eat Deets.
Eatery details.
Sonic Drive-In started in 1953 as Top Hat, a small root beer stand in Shawnee, Oklahoma, founded by Troy Smith. He introduced curbside speakers and car hop service, allowing customers to order from their cars, which quickly boosted sales. This innovative concept laid the foundation for Sonic's unique car-centric culture.
I like seeing like them come in on the roller skates. Like it reminds me of like that old school vibe from like the 50s.
I think the car hop thing is kind of a relic from a bygone era.
Right.
That is, Johnny Rockets used to do it. Sonic used to do it. We thought they were going to be doing it today. We'll get into that more later. But it is... there is a charm to it. It's kind of fun. It's also hazardous.
Yeah, skating in between cars. Yeah, that are going to be, driving in, pulling up, pulling out. Yeah, it could be a little dangerous. But again, man, I grew up, this is just me. I grew up watching a lot of those old movies, like from the 30s up until like the 50s, 60s. Like I'm all about that. So seeing that just kind of brings a piece of the past to life for me. Yeah. So I'm all about it.
Yeah. In 1956, Smith partnered with Charlie Pepe to franchise the concept, and by 1959, they rebranded as Sonic, a play on Top Hat's slogan, service with the speed of sound. Not service at the speed of sound, but with, because of the intercoms.
So there's
a few little puns in there, a little bit of wordplay.
Yeah. And I guess like, I don't know, Sonic, that was a big thing in the 50s, like breaking the sound barrier and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just being a big nerd right now.
We were trying to push humans further than they were physically capable, and now we're like dialing it back a little bit. Like maybe we did too much. Maybe inventing microplastics wasn't great.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm okay with the microplastics. We're we need them, man.
They make my skin look so smooth. I'm exfoliating all the time. They created a new franchising model, including a penny surcharge on each hamburger bag as a royalty fee. This move set the stage for rapid growth in Oklahoma and neighboring states.
So they were taxing people?
1 cent per bag,
Ooh,
per hamburger bag.
Wow.
And it was specifically a royalty to the founders.
Oh, ooh, man, I don't know how I feel about that. That feels a little crafty
It's not
to
even
me.
It's not even nickel and diming, it's pennying.
Yeah.
They're penny and
Because it's
diming
just
us.
a penny. Who's going to argue it's just a penny? Just give us a penny.
This is like Office Space,
yeah,
where they're like, we're going to steal fractions of a penny.
Right. Who's going to notice? Who's going to care?
Yeah.
And they got away with it. Wow. Sonic.
It's just a penny, but it's also a penny by 1959 standards, which is like
$1.14.
It's like your week's allowance.
Back then, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Could buy a bicycle with that.
Throughout the 1960s, Sonic expanded across small towns in the American heartland, forming a supply division to support the new locations. By 1967, the chain had 41 drive-ins, and by 1972, this number quadrupled. Sonic's parking stalls, intercom ordering, and car hops delivering meals became a familiar sight in the Southwest, cementing its reputation as America's drive-in.
You know what? I really wonder, while it was expanding that much, what took them so long to get out to California? I know there's like a few restaurants that are like, they're Southern or Southwest restaurants. They just don't make the transition.
Yeah. And like Oklahoma, a lot of people think Sonic is a Midwestern chain. It's from Oklahoma. That's not the Midwest. That is considered technically the Southwest, much like Texas.
Okay.
So it's like, it's kind of bridging the gap between the two.
Right.
But given that it is in the Southwestern region, it also surprises me that Sonic didn't get out here as quickly.
Yeah.
But it's also, if you look on their website and sort by like locations, between Texas and Oklahoma, they have like almost 2,000 locations alone. Texas has like 960 Sonics in it.
Wow.
Which is like almost the entire footprint nationally of Chili's. Chili's is at like 1,200.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for Sonic then.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
so wild.
Still not enough, I say. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll talk. Yeah. We'll get into it later. Yeah. The 1970s saw Sonic expand beyond 1,000 locations by 1978. They introduced quirky items like deep-fried pickle O's to stand out next to their hot dogs and burgers. The company also started offering more support to franchisees, including launching Sonic School in 1977 to train their managers.
Sorry, when you said Sonic School, I started laughing. But okay, a management training school.
Yes.
Okay, I should have waited. I should have waited for the rest of it. I thought a Sonic School,
like a trade school.
Exactly. Yeah, like little kids are going to be going there and learning
how to break the sound barrier
on their skates.
We're going to be the first person to launch a sixth grader into space.
It's going to be, it's just you wait and see, like a cult kind of thing.
Yeah.
Good for Sonic.
Yeah, a Sonic commune. Yeah.
I might consider it.
Are you that susceptible?
I'm easy. And I'm cheap. So
my brain is for rent.
Yeah. So come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down.
In the 1980s, Sonic hired new executives and began a national ad campaign with 1950s teen idol Frankie Avalon, establishing its identity as a nostalgia-forward brand.
Well, that's cool to hear. Frankie Avalon. Yeah, I know that name. I know that guy.
I don't, but I am not of the 50s.
Yes, and I am of the age of 50s. So, yes, Frankie Avalon was a big actor in the maybe the 60s or 50s and 60s, I suppose. He was like a teen heartthrob.
Yeah.
He was probably one of the most popular ones in America when he was at his zenith.
Mm.
Yeah, so wow.
He was like the Zac Efron of his time.
Yes, that's something for the kids to understand. Yes, put it just at their level. Yes.
I don't know who my male teen heartthrobs were when I was a teen. Like, I know Jonathan Taylor Thomas was like a thing for a bit.
People liked him,
but was he a heartthrob? I don't know. He was like a teen.
I think he was.
Was he considered a heartthrob?
Yeah. I'm trying to think who was. Man, I was of the Saved by the Bell era. So
you had
Mark Gosselaar, whatever that guy's name
Mark
is.
Paul Gosselaar.
Yes. Yeah. Him and Slater. I don't know what his name is. His real name.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so those guys were the cool ones. I think Duran Duran, the band people.
Were they hot? Is Duran Duran known for being hot?
They were. A lot of the girls.
Breaking news.
Again, this was many moons ago, but
I think, speaking of moons, I think Hungry Like the Wolf is a very overrated song. I don't like lyrically, I don't enjoy it. As far as the sound of it goes, I don't like it.
Yeah. That was one of their hits too. I was pretty anti Duran Duran just because I was like, oh, they're not cool. I was that right there. I was a tough boy.
Arms folded.
Exactly.
Just, I'm not feeling Duran Duran.
Yeah, but I feel like
Who were you into?
When I was a kid, Michael Jackson and Prince were, very big at the time.
I can't argue with those.
Yeah,
I was hoping it'd be something much more cringe.
Oh, you know what? I really wasn't that. I think I was pretty pedestrian, I think, as a kid. I consider myself like a smart and free thinker kind of thing, but I was into that, a lot of the basic pop stuff. Rap music was, yes, I said the rap music was new.
Yeah.
When I was a kid. So
Rapper's Delight.
Yeah, that was a little bit before my time, but having like Run DMC, a lot of those artists from back in the early 80s were, a cool thing. That, breakdancing was brand new. It was a great time to be a kid.
People were like, you can spin on your head?
Watch this. Ow!
Sonic was bought out for $10 million in 1986, and by 1991, the company returned to the stock market, fueling further expansion.
$10 million?
That's all it took.
Wow, we could have bought that.
Yeah, you and I could have pulled together our millions.
Dun, 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 dun.
Womp.
That seems like a super low number, even in that time.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it doesn't seem...
Because they were over 1,000 locations at that point.
Yeah. That seems super odd.
Yeah. It's like 100,000 per location?
Yeah. I wonder if they are like, maybe some of their locations were closing down, or maybe they're on some sort of downward spiral.
I don't know.
Wow.
During the 1990s, Sonic expanded aggressively and modernized its look and operations. The chain opened 100-plus new drive-ins annually in the mid-90s and undertook a system-wide retrofit called Sonic 2000 to update restaurants with a retrofuturistic Jetsons-style design. The brand also standardized its menu across franchises, ensuring a consistent identity.
I will admit, I do like that retro future, whatever.
I do too.
Yeah, I thought that's cool. I'm really curious what they were before. I just assumed they were like this and they just kept it going. You know what I mean?
I don't think it was like super far off. I don't think it was super different. I didn't honestly look up older pictures, which maybe I'm a bad podcaster and researcher for not doing that. But yeah, I just didn't think to. As far as I remember Sonic, they've always kind of looked like this. And then given that they came from that era and had the car hops and stuff, I assume that they had that
exactly
that classic look. It may have been just classic, not classic future.
Yeah.
Because like that vision of the future thing. But like even then, you're naming yourself Sonic, like supersonic, speed of sound. It feels like it's always been right there to do that.
I like that though. I like that. I like the look they got going on now. Run with that, guys. Run with it.
In the 2000s, Sonic hit the national stage with its Two Guys TV ads featuring a duo of jokey improvisational actors in a car and made a pop culture impact when the reality show The Simple Life aired an episode in which Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie donned the Sonic uniforms and worked as car hops. By the end of the 2000s, Sonic had thousands of locations nationwide.
I completely forgot about those commercials, but those were actually fun commercials. Those were actually...
They were. I remember I couldn't tell you a single joke that I like that sticks with me off of it, but it was vibes. Yeah. And off the vibes, I was into it.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, they're just in the car, sitting there, just, eating food, trying different drinks or whatever, just having a good time.
And it felt like a kind of the relatable way people, like the types of conversations people who are just kind of chilling, joking around, making dumb jokes would do.
Yeah.
And what I also really liked is the contrast that it had with the landscape of marketing at the time. I feel like a lot of advertisers were going really big, a lot of celebrity endorsements or spokespersons or whatever. not this.
Yeah,
Two guys in a car at a restaurant that,
right.
I'm sure they were actually at a Sonic, so it's pretty easy to
do it. Yeah, and that 100% worked.
things.
Right, because it made it fun. I think that was one of the clever things that I noticed about McDonald's commercials. I can't remember. I remember being a kid watching one day, and they never mentioned a hamburger in this commercial at all. Like never. It was, but I thought, wow, this is like very sweet, very endearing. It's like Ronald McDonald trying to help some kid, that's going to run away from home, and he talks her out of it.
And then pushes her down because she's rollerblading.
Sonic. Yeah, right. And he ran off.
Ronald McDonald can't suppress the intrusive thoughts either.
It's very natural.
Yeah.
But it was
just sentimental.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Sonic commercials, they kind of had the same vibe. Just, having a good time, just something you would enjoy. But at the same time, they were showing these drinks and everything that looked really good. So I completely forgot about those Sonic commercials, and those were actually good commercials.
And they ran for a while.
Yeah.
The last one was like 2020.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my show now, everybody.
You do the
show. Wow. I didn't realize they were even still doing them. I haven't seen a Sonic commercial in I don't know how long. So let's put our money together. Let's buy Sonic, and
it's only 10 million, even by today's standards. I'm sure.
Let's do it.
40 years after their $10 million buyout, nothing's changed.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll take it.
After 65 years of independent operation, Sonic was acquired by Inspire Brands for $2.3 billion
there you go.
At the end of 2018. The acquisition integrated Sonic into a larger family of restaurant brands, including Baskin-Robbins, Buffalo Wild Wings, Arby's, Jimmy John's, and Dunkin', but it has continued to operate as America's Drive-In, which is to say that even under Inspire, there are 0 Sonic locations outside of the United States.
Oh. Why? I feel like you could, well, maybe not Arby's. They're probably not outside the United States, right?
Who would want them? Who would want them? I haven't covered Arby's for a reason, and it's because I don't have a lot of good thoughts about Arby's.
I will say I do not go to Arby's that often. The show's not about Arby's, everybody, but their Jamocha shake, fantastic. If you like the coffee, if you're into the chocolate flavors, it's spot on, man. I highly recommend it. You're all nope. I'm still not going.
Look, here's the thing. I love meat. I'm a Texan. I love Texas barbecue. But yet this place comes along and it tries to take ownership over having the meats. And I think that's audacious.
Oh, I see.
And then you go, and then the quality of meat is just like, this is the meats to you. I reject this notion.
Okay.
That's how I feel about Arby's.
Yeah. It's more of a personal affront to you than anything else.
Yeah.
All right. I respect your principles, sir.
So
I remember I took my oldest goddaughter there once when she was much younger. She's, an adult now, but I took her there and they never, she'd never been before. And I said, oh, we got to go to Arby's. They got all the meats. And she'll do, they got pastrami. And I was like, oh, geez, this little punk, which they don't have. So
they have
maybe I need a second guess.
They have the meats, not all the meats.
Yeah, we got some.
Arby's, we got some meats.
Meh.
That just sounds like they keep it in like an open garbage bag in the back.
Yeah.
Like
just a cabinet they open up. It's not refrigerated.
Just meat.
They start looking around, moving things. Oh, here's some meat.
Yeah.
Slap on a bun.
That is the vibe that I think of.
Okay, but the Jamocha shake I highly recommend.
All right. Sonic saw a resurgence in the 2020s, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, as customers appreciated the safety of drive-in dining. The company updated its designs and menu to keep up with trends. Despite a slight dip in sales in 2024, Sonic's cultural impact remains strong as it adapts to contemporary tastes.
You know what? I don't even think I went to Sonic during COVID, but that completely makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's man, the world.
If there was a closer one, honestly, I probably would have ended up there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Because I was doing so much like Postmates, Uber Eats, like stuff like that,
sure,
which
right.
is so unreasonably expensive. It was just dumb. Like that. People are like, here's what my stimulus checks got me. Literally, it just got my food delivered. That's all it was. And I wish I would have had like a Sonic or something, like a drive-in.
Yeah.
To go save some money and still get some food.
Delicious food. I'm glad somebody capitalized from that pandemic without nefarious motives behind it. I'm not saying any conspiracy theories. Okay. Yeah, where are you going with this?
It's like, are you pro-billionaire?
So, yes, without any sort of...
Are you not telling me something? You're the one who's like, hey, you want to go 50-50 on buying the Sonic name?
I'm not kidding. Let's do it. No, I'm legitimately glad that there was someone that was able to, turn a profit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, there was a silver lining on that, that dark cloud.
Yeah.
That's over everybody.
And a lot of the chains that ended up doing well were the most adaptable ones. The ones that were like, okay, look, people aren't going to be eating here. That's just factual.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we do to get people their food creatively, or maybe change our menu offerings for a limited time to adapt?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very challenging but unique time to watch the restaurant landscape, because ones that failed at a point, I'm almost like, well, what did you expect? Did you think this was going to end sooner?
Yeah.
I don't know. There were just some places that I think refused to change. And I'm more talking about like mom and pop local places, because that's what I kept an eye on. I was always worried that my favorite places were going to shut down. Because look, my show's about chain restaurants, but my in real life eating habits, I love local places.
That's cool.
I really do. And a week, not even kidding, a week into the pandemic, my favorite diner shut down.
Oh, geez.
They gave up so quick. Before loans were even announced, before anything, they were just like, well, this is it.
Like, nobody even knew what was going on at the time.
No one knew. It was like third week of March 2020.
Wow.
They're like closed. All right.
So we see the writing on the walls.
R.I.P. Harry's Diner on San Fernando Boulevard in Burbank.
Wherever you are, Harry's Diner.
Still there. Just lots of boards over the windows. Some graffiti. Nothing's moved in.
Let's buy it.
Let's buy it. And that'll do it for this week's Eat Deets. So now that we know the history of Sonic, let's review it. Let's start off by talking everything we liked, everything that stood out, everything that was good.
This is good, done like it should be. The stuff that's finger licking or sticking the landing. This is good, I knew that you could. This is good.
We got to talk the good, right?
Yeah.
It's Septemburger.
Yeah.
It's Septemburger. There's a tournament going on.
Yes.
And as much as I hate to say it, Sonic didn't have any burgers in the good category for me.
Oh, R.I.P. Sonic.
But I'm still going to give them a chance. I'm going to give them a chance to call out their competitor, Dairy Queen. So, Sonic, what do you have to say for yourself?
When I heard that the Fine Dining Podcast was looking for the best hamburger in town, I thought at long last, Sonic is getting its due. But then I heard a nasty rumor that Sonic is up against Dairy Queen. I'm coming for your crown, Dairy Queen. I'm the only royalty in town, and it's Sonic. You ain't got the pickles for it. You ain't got the pickles, Dairy Queen. We got the Tater Tots. You know we got the corn dogs. You ain't got no corn dogs. I'ma say it like this. All we do at Sonic is frying and profiling. That's all we do. If you wanna beat the burger, you gotta beat the burger. Woo!
Well, that was a sweaty individual.
But I trust him. There's something about him. The cut of his jib. He seems all right with me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Great. Let's let us actually talk about the good things here, though.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the burgers will be in later categories. I wish that wasn't the case. I actually was very excited for Sonic's burgers.
Yeah, and you know what? Whenever I go to Sonic, I mean, truth be told, I typically don't get a hamburger. I always
Same.
go, yeah. So
Same.
I was very curious about this myself. So
Yeah. So
let's go.
We'll get into them in a bit. But as far as what actually was good, this place was very clean.
Hmm.
Everything looked like, from a design standpoint, there was a little bit of like stuff was sun faded, but for the most part, it was like kind of crisp, like decor almost feels like too generous of a word, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, the way the place was decorated, they had a lot of ordering speakers for the drive up lanes, but they also had a little patio seating area with little picnic tables with
Yes,
umbrellas sticking
yes.
out. And I noticed that they had walk up ordering intercoms.
Oh, I've never noticed that before.
So there was no like walk up window. It was just like oddly placed. And by the way, it didn't say walk up anywhere on it.
Mm.
It didn't like,
It's like, we don't want you coming over here.
it didn't imply that that's what they were for, but just given the fact that they were amongst tables and nothing else and you
Yeah.
couldn't drive up to it, that seemed to be like what it would be.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
I liked that. We ate in our car. We ate in my car. That felt like a dig at you. We ate in our car. We ate in my car. Thank
hold
you.
on.
But I will say, any parking spot had a shaded awning overhead.
Yeah.
And I think that is such a necessary touch, especially as we go into summer, as things are hotter.
Mhm.
I mean, not even go into summer. We're in summer right now, but it was comfortable.
Yeah. This is going to be a little bit of a weird one. When we were sitting there and we were ordering, somebody else drove up to, what were you going to say? Go ahead.
You got lost in my eyes.
Yes, everybody.
Great.
But this has nothing to do with Sonic, I hate to say, but it was funny. Like, somebody pulled up to us
Oh, yeah.
and I
yeah.
started to roll the window up because I was like, I don't want to hear what this guy's ordering. And you like, I kind of do.
Yeah. Oh, I love eavesdrop. I love me some Eves.
Yeah. So I said,
Yeah.
okay, let me roll the window back down. We just heard him order like a cheesecake.
It was
ice
very
cream.
uneventful.
Very uneventful. Very boring. Yeah.
Dude was wearing Oakleys and he was in a SUV or something like
right.
that.
Yeah.
and-
Kind of hoping it's going to turn into like, we can't keep seeing each other like this. But I love you. Yeah. I said, maybe this is going to get good. Maybe it's going to get good.
Man, that would have been so funny.
That would have been awesome. And we would have outed them. And then
We follow them home. We tell his wife, hey, or no, we stop him like a block from home. He's like, why are you following me? Be like, we have video,
black and white pictures.
black and white pictures. And we want $10 million to buy Sonic. That's our asking price. That's what we're trying to accomplish.
Supply. Yes.
Yeah, I always do love hearing what other people are ordering. I love hearing how other people are ordering. I kind of love spotting Karens. There's nothing better than getting to be a fly on the wall and just eat some popcorn while a Karen goes off.
Yeah. Especially when they get theirs too. If they're going off and then someone comes and tells them off.
I know. But
Cool. Can't put a price on it.
nothing so eventful here. Just a dad with a couple kids in the back ordering a cherry limeade. And by the way, he only ordered food for one and he definitely had kids in the back, which that I found funny.
Wow.
That I found funny.
What a jerk. We should have followed him. And
Yeah.
beat him up.
Okay, I want to talk about the cherry limeade.
Yeah.
I see why it's like the famous thing.
Yeah.
I thought that it was almost like a Shirley Temple
Mm-hmm.
in some ways. It had that very similar taste profile.
Yes.
Even the lemoniness was almost a stand-in for the carbonation of a Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
It was a very close taste, and I love a Shirley Temple. I don't care that it's a feminine drink.
Right.
Typically, I love it, especially if you put an extra cherry, some in the bottom and one on top for me. I love that. It's delightful. I went 9.5 out of 10 on the cherry limeade.
Oh, nice.
Very high score.
Yes, very cool. Whenever I would order the cherry limeade, I would order with extra cherry. So something to consider.
Like cherry syrup?
Extra cherry syrup.
Okay.
Extra cherry syrup. If you just say, diabetes, come and get me. But man, it's worth it.
That's actually on the t-shirt for this podcast. That's what it says on the back.
Right. Yeah. It's me versus diabetes.
Yeah.
As far as the drinks are concerned, I never had it before, but I almost feel like it might be like maybe the second most famous drink there, the ocean water.
Which, by the way, terrible name.
Yeah. Like who wants to drink that? Come on, guys. Come on.
Because like famously, the thing that you hate most about swimming in the ocean is when some of it gets in your mouth.
is that ocean water.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me of like Gatorade with a little bit more sugar in it kind of thing. It had a little bit of a fruity flavor, but it still had like a saltiness, to it as well. So a little weird. I mean, it was good, but
this might be like a mental disconnect thing, but when you say it tastes like Gatorade, because it was blue, did it taste like blue Gatorade or I don't know?
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I would expect it to be like the blue Gatorade.
Yeah. You know what? I don't drink that much Gatorade, but I would maybe say that might be the closest thing to compare it to. And that maybe that is like, I'm just equating it just because of the color and whatnot. But it did have like a berry-ish, berry flavor to it, just with a little bit more sugar or corn syrup or whatever poured into it.
Yeah.
I'll
this
take it all.
Good for you.
I'll take it all.
One thing that did strike me about these drinks, and it's not good, but it's also not like bad or it's
not
just
the worst.
It's an observation. These were very brightly colored.
Yeah.
Like these are a thing that like are staining your insides for sure. There's no way that just the natural assortment of ingredients creates these colors.
Yeah.
These are meant to be fun, and that's why they're colorful.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, they have like different types of drinks where they have like nerds like dropped into them, like all this different kind of candy poured into it.
Which feels like a choking hazard. Nerds specifically, unless it's like, especially if it's a straw drink, almost feels hazardous. If it's like a spoon drink, like a shake or something, that's fine.
That's one thing.
You don't want to like straw.
Yeah. Or they need to put like a warning label. You got to be like so old to drink this drink,
like
or
toys.
There's a choking hazard with this drink.
It's like, why does my drink have the same warning label as an army man?
Yeah. That'd make me want to get it.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
What else do you have in the good?
Ooh, you know what? Oh, man, I hate to say it. I didn't have a whole lot on the good side.
Okay. I've got a few more then.
Okay. I did mention I do like the, kind of being outside, kind of dining. What is it? Al fresco or al fresco?
Al fresco.
Al fresco. That kind of concept. It feels that way.
Yeah.
To me. So I know you're, the Sonic, they don't control the weather kind of thing, but
for context, these are the conversations you have when you're sitting in your car with somebody eating for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Right.
You talk about who controls the weather.
Right. You get to the bottom of that mystery.
Is it Sonic?
It is.
It is.
We figured that out.
Yeah.
But no, I did enjoy that aspect of it. So I don't think there's that many places that I can think of that are designed like Sonic, right? Where you can drive up and eat in your car, like a bellhop or whatever brings you your food.
Yeah.
How many places are like that? I can't think
there's
of that
not
many.
A lot of like car hops specifically.
Yeah.
Sonic, at the very least, has maintained that model more than anyone. I'm sure there's many places that
there's gotta be.
In a retro sense used to.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But to get this kind of setup, usually you're indoors.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit me with some of your goods, man.
So I had 3 more foods or things in here. The Tater Tots.
Yes. Okay.
I blame myself for, the food comes, I got to take like pictures and video to put in the episodes and on Instagram and stuff. So sometimes it cools off a little bit before I get to taste it. But the Tots, I can see how great these are hot.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they were kind of only lukewarm when we got them. I didn't put it as a fault on Sonic. I put it as a fault on me.
So did I.
And even still, I thought that they were salty, crispy,
right,
and like the right amount of salt.
Everything a tater tot should be.
And they weren't like crazy greasy.
They were not. They were not.
Kind of when you get those elements, because the greasier a tater tot, usually it starts to soak the longer it's there. And this did maintain its form, even if it didn't maintain its heat.
Yeah.
Which I think is a testament to a good tater tot. So I went 7.5 out of 10. And I think hot, this could be in like
probably
the
even
8.
better. Yeah. What did I give my tater tot score? I think I gave it like I wrote very perfect. So it was close to being pretty perfect.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, no complaints on the tater tot actually.
If you had to give it a score out of 10, what would you say?
I think I gave it like 7.5 actually.
Oh, great.
I might have been a little conservative because I'm trying to think how many other places have I had tater tots and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But this is against all food. It's not against only other tater tots.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No, they you can go there for the tater tots every time and you won't be disappointed. I would think
it's like
they're very
it's
good.
the side they're known for.
Yeah.
So if you're going to Sonic and you're not defaulting to tater tots,
Mm-hmm.
I encourage you to at least try them if you haven't.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Then the corn dog.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. The dog part of the corn dog looked a little gross. It was not a, I do not want to use this word. It was not a sexy corn dog. Don't just talk with your eyes. Use your words.
Use your words. Say what you feel. You know, the weird thing is about that corn dog, I actually liked that wiener or that sauce, whatever you want to call it, inside. You're about to
Looking
say
at that
something.
camera?
Just say it again.
Stern eye contact. Say it again.
I like that wiener.
There it is.
Yeah, I saw like a smirk come in your mouth. As soon as I said, I'm like, jeez.
Look, I didn't choose your words for
you. You didn't. I take full responsibility.
Yeah.
But to me, it tasted okay. I was okay with it. I mean,
so taste wise, it is in the good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was just the visual appearance of the hot dog part of it.
Yeah.
I thought the breading was great.
Yeah. It had a little bit of a sweetness to it.
A little sweet, cornbready flavor, but the dog looked gross. I give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I gave that corn dog. That's funny. I gave it a 5.4.
Okay, so for you, it's just there.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's good. Not amazing.
Yeah.
But I'd get it again. Yeah. But that is more of a condemnation of the rest of the menu than like a huge endorsement for this corn dog.
Yeah, I swear, man, if you have a November hot dog, I don't know. I'm just coming off the top of my head.
Dogist?
Yeah. Oh, see, this is why this guy
Dogtober.
Dogtober. I'm gonna write these down.
Pick a month I can dogify it.
I can add some sort of food to it.
Yeah.
Trust. But they're hot dogs. I get there like basically all the time. So
okay.
That I recommend. Yeah, the corn dog. It was maybe it cooled off a little bit.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think why. Yeah,
but a corn dog is pretty like heat contained.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
like all the warmth is in it.
Yeah.
So that one I think takes a little longer. So I don't know. I'm giving them less benefit of the doubt than it sounds like you are, which that's fine.
That's fine. It is what it is. That's cool.
Yeah, and then the last thing, the Sonic Blast. Look, a Reese's ice cream treat, like that's not going to score in the bad.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it was very dense, not quite as dense as a DQ Blizzard, but it was creamy. It was. I wrote the word delectable. I don't even recognize myself. Who writes delectable?
Had that kind of effect on him? Wow.
But I went 8.2 out of 10.
Okay, now you know what? I think I gave.
You got the Oreo Sonic Blast.
I did get the Oreo, and I'm all about like an Oreo whatever kind of thing. So I think for me, my score was like maybe like an 8.3. And here's the reason why is one is I loved how creamy it was. To me, it was a very creamy dessert. I did not like the Oreo chunks could have maybe been a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? As opposed to, I
am in the camp of when something is like a mix-in like that, like a Reese is like a brownie bite, like a Oreo, I don't even mind whole Oreos.
Okay.
Like I'm very big on like whatever the chunked thing is, give me as like at least one where it's like almost unbroken.
Okay.
It feels like when you're opening like a bag of potato chips and like 3 of them are folded up into each other and you get that mega bite. It's like you find that one I love that.
Oh, right. Okay.
But different tastes. Some people want just like
yeah.
the vibe of Oreo, but like not the texture.
Yeah, I love Oreos. I just felt like, let's say that they take, 4 Oreos and mash it up and put it in this thing.
Yeah.
I felt like by the time I had taken like a good like 5 or 6 bites, like I had gotten most of like the big chunks of Oreo. Maybe it could have been mixed better.
I was going to say, if you do like a halfway up, put some in, then another layer of ice cream and then more, and then top it off.
That would probably work.
It's a dispersion issue.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But still very good. It was still, man, very good. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, I love Oreo as well. I only had the Reese's one to vary things up.
Mm-hmm.
But Oreo would, honestly, Oreo or Reese's, depending on the day, would have been my 2 go-tos.
Yeah.
So that is all for the good for me.
Yeah.
And notably absent is the service. I'm going to talk about that later because to me, it wasn't not good, but it wasn't good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so if you have service in the positive, go for it.
Oh, I was just going to say, did we talk about the onion rings?
I don't have it in the good.
Okay.
But if you do, you can.
I kind of like the onion rings. I gave it like a 6.3. Well, that's one of my higher scores anyway.
Okay.
Just because I liked how crispy and crunchy it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't too greasy either. So I do like that about an onion ring.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'll say, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to transition into the not good, but I will keep this conversation going.
Nice.
Let's play the jingle.
This is not so good. I'm not quite sure about it. Could have done without it. The stuff that brings down the mood. This is just not very good.
So when you say that it's not too greasy, I do agree.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the testaments to that is the fact that all this food was on my dashboard. All this food was like put up in their little packages on my dashboard so that we were able to access it all and whatnot. And the fact that there wasn't a big onion ring residue grease spot on the dashboard is a great sign that these onion rings aren't too greasy.
Yes.
So that's good. But the fact that I had to put all this on my dashboard bothers me so much. Sonic, you're a drive-in. With that comes responsibility, and that responsibility means copy what In-N-Out does. Give us a box, give us a tray, give us some sort of surface that we can balance our food on and eat more comfortably as we hang out in our car at your establishment where you encouraged us to eat this way.
I'm not going to argue with that, because that would have been helpful. And it does make sense. I'm going to play a little bit devil's advocate. Oh, you feel better? You were waiting to say that.
Come on. Bring it, devil.
Bring it. My only something to consider is we did order a lot of food. So maybe if we had gotten, like more manageable.
If we hadn't eaten like psychos.
Right. When you're telling the waitress, we're going to be ordering we're going to be ordering a lot of hamburgers here. Maybe if we didn't order so much, it wouldn't have been so cumbersome.
Maybe. I don't know. I only have 2 cup holders. If you get a drink and you go for a
frozen thing,
then you're already out storage.
True,
and
true.
Yeah, I have one in the side of my passenger door.
Yeah.
Not going to do that.
Right.
I'm not going to use the backseat center console because what am I going to rip my arm off to reach and get that?
Yeah.
So it's like from a practicality standpoint, give us the little, those drink holder cardboard things that they used to give out.
Yeah.
Give us one of those. Like, account for these things. The technology exists. I've seen it at other places.
The technology.
So, yes, it is tech. It is high tech. So, yeah, just not having a place for everything really. And I even told you this. I don't eat in my car. Yeah. I don't let people eat in my car. I only let you eat in my car because it's for the show.
Yeah.
And it's for the bit. And it's to fully experience Sonic the way it is. And by the way, you didn't seem to spill anything. I didn't see crumbs.
I did not. I did a little, spot check. I made sure to keep an eye on everything. So I was very careful.
And so I just felt like I was put in a position to be uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I'm balancing stuff. I'm eating. Oh, like I spilled on my shorts a bunch. Didn't get on my car, but like I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna like squeeze my
Keep it
legs
here,
together to And you know, when you're getting a smash burger and there's like those little charred bits kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Or you know, tater tot crumbs, which they actually weren't too crummy, which was impressive. But like the first thing that happened was I took a drink of my cherry limeade and the cap wasn't on all the way, and it just kind of spouted out a little bit.
Yeah, that's the worst. That
Didn't
sucks.
love it.
I get it.
So from a UI standpoint, from a user interface standpoint, I was not a fan of the Sonic experience. And yes, we could have gotten out and eaten at the little picnic tables in there. Given that their ads feature people eating in their car, to me, it feels like that's the experience they want to put forward. So that is what I wanted to review.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. 100%.
Yeah. Do you eat in your car?
You know what? For work, I actually do more than I would like to. And maybe I've just gotten it down to a science, or I just, I wolf it down and like, okay, back to work kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So for your lunch break at work, what you said for work, you eat in your car. Is like, you get paid. Do you have an OnlyFans where you just eat in your car and
spill on myself?
That's the whole thing. It's like,
I bet there's a market for that,
You're
though.
so enterprising.
I'm going to write that down. I bet somebody will pay for that.
I'm sure somebody will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me sad for the world, but yes.
I mean, like, there's TikTok influencers who put, like, ranch fondue fountains in the center console of their car.
Just
I hate
insane stuff.
I hate it.
Insane. It does bother me a little bit because I've gone to Sonic before and I've had, multiple people in the car. And it does feel like you're kind of cramped,
confining your elbows and stuff. Like very literally, like, oh, if I bump you, we could have a spill. If you bump me, so it's like, it's like playing Operation. The vibe that I felt when I was eating is very similar to when growing up, I would sneak downstairs and go into the pantry to sneak snacks at midnight.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone in the house to know. I felt like I had to be so deliberate and delicate and leave no trace.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of a challenge in a fun way, but it's also not comfortable.
Not comfortable. And that's it. That makes when you're a kid, it makes whatever you sneak or snuck to get that much more delicious.
Right.
But when you're an adult, and you're not sneaking around. Yeah, I hear you. I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah. Which, by the way, doesn't stop my parents from scolding me on my dietary decisions. That's what parents do.
That's bless them. God bless them.
They'll call me like at 2 a.m. and be like, "Are you eating an Oreo right now?" I'm like, "How'd you know?" Yeah. What's another not good?
Sitting in the passenger side, seeing the menu. This isn't a food thing necessarily, but
it's still a UI thing.
Yeah. Just when we pulled up and, you were saying, okay, here's some stuff on the menu, blah, blah, blah. And I, kind of cranked my head down to look and see. I couldn't see anything. I saw like, okay, here's some of the drinks I can order. And, maybe a couple of sides, and that was it. I couldn't see anything from where I was. So,
and then on top of that, our screen was off.
Oh, yeah. That
there's like a big menu board that has like the stuff printed on it, but then there's an electronic screen that
kind of changes, and it cycles through.
It was
different
just
things.
off. It just wasn't working, or it wasn't turned on.
So that takes away from the experience. You got to fix that, guys.
Yeah. So like he's just like, I'll take your word for it. And I'm doing like when you're at a concert and you have a bad vantage point and you hold your phone up and watch the concert through your phone.
Right.
I was doing that so you could see the menu. I was like, just look at my phone and I'll tilt it up.
Yeah, it was like all of a sudden, he healed my blindness. I was like, oh, wow, look at all this stuff. Oh, that's what we're getting?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting that. Yay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's another one. Oh, man, I feel like I'm just like old man yells at clouds. No roller skates.
Oh, Sonic.
I have footage. Okay, this is creepy. I did get out of my car and film an employee walking. I did keep it to like just their knees and below.
Yes, it was tasteful.
I was not trying to be creepy. I was also not trying to be noticed.
Yeah.
So, no rollerblades, or roller skates.
Yeah.
Just walking.
Yeah.
And that saddens me because that is what the expectation is at Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I do get that, none of this stuff gets taken away unless there are safety concerns.
True.
So like, yeah, I don't want anyone to get hurt, but also I do want my food roller skated to me.
Right. Yeah, I didn't even imagine that they did not do that. The one that's closer to where I live, they come out there on roller skates. And
so they do still do it.
They
at yours.
still do it. They still do it. So, and again, yeah, I mean, that's typically what happens. Like something bad happens. So they're like, okay, no more. Maybe just that girl didn't know how to roller skate or something. And they had her. I mean, they shouldn't have hired her. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
If you don't know how to roller skate, you don't deserve to participate in the American economy.
Right. You get out.
You get out
and you go where you belong. Oh, you know what? One thing, and I don't know, I guess this is part of it too. Like the food did not look particularly appetizing to me. Like when it came out, and I hate getting like that wrapped up foil hamburger, and the hamburger looks like it's like as flat as like 2 or 3 pancakes or whatever is in there. It's like when you get a hamburger, you're expecting something a little bit more substantial, and this thing was like super flat.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of them that were like that. I think all the ones that were in the foil seemed that way.
Yeah, it was just disappointing visually. It wasn't like a nice looking, sleek array, which I mean, part of that goes to advertising. We are so used to seeing beautiful food in ads that are
true.
And when you think about like even some of the most delicious meals you had, they don't always look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Plating is different than what the object itself looks like.
Yeah.
I've had some amazing burgers that didn't look like anything, and I've had some great looking burgers that didn't taste too great. So, but you still, we're visual creatures. We like, it's going to affect our appetite when we see something that looks good.
Yeah. And see if the hamburger like looked kind of, whatever, but then the taste was like just out of this world or something fantastic, then, all's forgiven.
Yeah.
But I feel like it didn't do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So I actually had one of the burgers in the not good section.
Okay.
And the other 2 are in just there. But before I cover the one in the not good, I want us to talk about it later, just in case it ends up in the Septemburger tournament.
Okay.
Which should indicate the long-term projection of how Sonic will perform. But I want to talk about them in order. So we'll start with the basic burger after we're done with this segment. With that said, the last thing that I have in not good, the intercom pacing of one of the employees really bugged me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, look, every person that we encountered at this Sonic was nice. Yes. I don't have an issue with the attitudes of the service, the speed of service, maybe a little on the long side for fast food. But again, we ordered a lot of food. I don't really care that much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else going on. I'm here to hang out and just enjoy. So like I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
So it's fine. But you do notice, and especially when it's fast food, you notice a little bit more.
Yeah.
But when I was trying to order our frozen desserts, which I may have gone crazy if this person was the person that we ordered all the rest from, I feel like I would say something like, hey, I want this. And there would be like 3 follow-up questions before I can even like specify at like what size, or like if I want it as a combo, or specifically in my case with burgers, no cheese, stuff like that. I felt like I would start to order something and there would be a follow-up question before I was even done. And I'm like, let me get to the period.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's a back and forth.
Yeah.
It felt like I was playing basketball against like Michael Jordan, and he was there just spiking the ball down after every shot I was trying to take. And I was like, can we just play horse? Like I take a shot, you take a shot. Yeah. You're still going to win. It's okay.
I've seen that before, right? Where you go to a restaurant, or especially at a drive-through, obviously.
Yeah.
And you're saying something and they are just so like in the zone with their job. Yeah. Not necessarily in a good way, but
they know what the required follow-up questions are. Because a lot of these places, you're not really allowed to have your own rapport as a drive-through person. You have a flow chart. Basically, you're waiting for a prompt, and then you respond to the prompt with your pre-existing follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this is. Yeah, in the zone, not in a good way. I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is unfortunate. Like just like you said, just give me a second. Like I know what size I want, and they're already saying you want a large, you want this, you want that. Like what flavor? It's like I'm gonna tell you the flavor I want. Like it's an ice cream thing. I only have certain options. I have to tell you.
Like,
a flavor.
did you think that I was about to say I'll take a Sonic Blast and I was gonna end there?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be in my car.
Yeah,
Bye. Yeah. Exactly.
I'll take one food, please. Then there should be follow-up questions.
Right,
but,
right.
This isn't my first time at a restaurant. I know the dance. I know the information you need from me. I know the information I want you to have from me.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. But nice individual. Like, I'm not mad at this person, but it is just like, I felt like I couldn't take a breath. And it was like, it was making me anxious.
I hear him.
So, that's all for the not good for me is other than that one burger. You ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's
do
it.
We're going to talk about everything at Sonic that was just there.
This is a weird one. I'm not quite sure what to say about it. This is for the stuff that is just there.
Not good nor bad, but they end every intercom call with "Have a supersonic day." It's a thing I noticed. Don't know if I liked it. Didn't hate it. Felt nothing.
Right. Why should I have one of your supersonic? I want to have my own kind of day.
Yeah.
It was one of those things like, you go to McDonald's, have a McDonald-tastic day, have a McDonald, whatever. It's like
that famous thing that they always say.
Yeah. They did.
I'll get a Happy Meal and they just go, pull on up, bye.
I would be going to McDonald's every other day just for that reason.
They just sing bye-bye to you.
Yeah, I'll just go up there, give me one food.
Yeah.
And just wait for them to say,
bye-bye.
Oh, what a great idea, man. Let's buy McDonald's. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. Yeah. So
I had a fortune cookie yesterday that said, you have an entrepreneurial spirit. And I feel they were wrong. You have I got your fortune cookie.
Man, just working together.
But like, what does have a supersonic day mean?
Yeah.
Like, are they saying, hey, go so fast that your day ends soon?
Life sucks. And just
get through it as fast as you can.
Eat our slop and just, power through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of when they just try to work their name into whatever kind of thing. Like, I know I'm at Sonic. You don't have to, do this extra thing. I'm already here. I'm already buying something. You won. You did it.
You did
so let's just leave it at that. Just I'll order some food. You bring it out to me.
Yeah.
We won't make eye contact.
Let's not make this more than it needs to be.
Yeah. It's cheap and dirty.
Yeah. Let's make this transaction the same as like I knocked on your stall and was like, hey man, I'm out of toilet paper. Do me a solid.
Right.
Okay. I do want to jump into the Septemburger of it all.
Yeah.
So the first round burger, the number one on their menu, is a little bit of a cheat. It's a spin away from their normal burgers.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Double Sonic Smasher.
Yeah.
They have a smash burger that they're trying out, and that's their number one and number two on the menu are different variations of smash burger. All the rest of their burgers are not smash burgers, yet this one gets the distinction of the one that we bring to the first round of Septemburger. So this is going to be against Dairy Queen. So I thought for the Double Sonic Smasher, the pickles were really nice. The smash texture, my first bite was kind of miserable. It was a little bit tough, which I expect crispy, not tough. I don't want pushback from the meat on a smash burger.
Mm-hmm.
As I got closer to the center of the burger, it got warmer and it was a little bit more the texture that I expect. But there was like a whole layer of crust even coming out of the box.
A lot of it too.
A lot of it. So yeah, just like a lot of this crust kind of just like seeping out. And it's not like sometimes if a smash burger is really good, that little extra stuff on the outside is the star. You take a bite, it's salty, it's crispy, it's beefy.
Yeah.
It's what you want.
Flavorful.
This, for some reason, was like, oh, it had expired. Not in terms of like rottenness, but just like this is past its prime moment to enjoy it. And then the sauce inside, it seemed like it had like its own like proprietary smash sauce. I don't know. I don't think this was the mayo ketchup like mix, like the fry sauce mix that some of the other ones had.
Yeah.
This seemed maybe a little bit more Thousand Island-y.
Okay, maybe. Because I didn't get a handle on it either. So either one of those, I think fits.
I wanted this to be better. I went 5.21 out of 10. What were your overall thoughts on it, and then your score?
I thought the texture was cool. I do like the texture, but of a smash burger like that. But yeah, there was a lot of it. It seemed like it was weird how much there was, like that was kind of spilling out the sides and everything. Some of the bites were good and some were not, because I think it was
inconsistent.
Yeah, you had to like work your way towards the center of the burger, I think, to get like the sauce or some of the onion or whatever flavor.
And even the warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it definitely cooled off on the edges way fast. I mean, by nature of them just being exposed, that makes sense. Like,
yeah, so I'm not mad. Yeah.
But it does affect the enjoyment.
Right. So it made it a little difficult to, I guess, to really like it. That flavor, if they had more of the flavor all the way throughout, like sometimes, if you eat a hamburger and you eat all the hamburger out and you've just got some of the bun left, but the bun's got like some of the sauces and all the other kind of stuff on there, you can enjoy just eating that bread.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like there was a little bit of bread on this that just didn't taste good. It came off as very dry to me, especially like in those first few bites. And then when you get to the end of it, once you've gone through the meat and you've got just, some of the bread left over, you're stuck eating, if you want to eat it, dry. And it's bread.
It's pretty dry. Yeah. It wasn't like as fluffy as I like bread to be, or as like moist. So what was your score on this one?
I gave this a 4.87.
So 4.87 with my 5.21 is going to average out to a 5.04.
Ooh.
Which puts it 0.07 behind Dairy Queen's first round burger. So Dairy Queen will be advancing to round 2 of Septemburger.
Congratulations, Dairy Queen.
Sometimes you just got to bow down to royalty.
That's the way it works sometimes.
To the real queen.
Yeah.
So good job, Dairy Queen. Yeah. They will be in the Septemburger semifinals. We will see who they are against soon.
Ooh, exciting.
It will either be Jack in the Box or Wendy's.
That can go either way.
Disagree.
Oh,
Disagree.
Nice. You got
that's the number 1 and the number 8 seed.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since Sonic has been eliminated from Septemburger, we can just freely talk about the other 2 burgers without the need to be coy or save anything for later, because they're out.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go back to that burger I didn't like.
Yeah.
The garlic butter bacon burger.
Mm-hmm.
This on paper sounds like my jam. I love garlic. I love bacon. I love burgers. I like butter. And wouldn't you know, the one ingredient that really dominated was the butter.
Yeah.
To the point that it felt like I was eating from a tub of like Old Country or something.
Yeah. It was like that. It was gooey.
It was so buttery.
Yeah.
It was so buttery. And I've always said there's no such thing as too much garlic. This may have hit it for me.
It's pretty close.
But I think it was really the interplay between the garlic and the butter that was so off-putting to me.
Yeah.
It was just way too buttery of a taste. Did you feel that as well?
No, I did. Having that kind of texture, texture is a part of food, right? So if you go to bite into a hamburger and it comes out, gooey or gelatin, you know what I mean? Just so something gooey that you're not expecting. It's like, it kind of makes you do a double take.
Yeah.
I am going to say, out of all the hamburgers, this one was my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not saying it was like great or good by any stretch, but I think I like this one more just because I do like garlic so much. I'm a big fan of it.
I am too. I've literally said there's no such thing as too much.
Yeah.
But I just think something about this really didn't work for me.
Yeah. It was a little,
I went 3.47.
Wow.
But what's interesting is I wrote, it's not for me, but not objectively bad. This was just a matter of my tastes, I think. Mm-hmm. It wasn't working for me.
Yeah.
But I could see how someone was like, who would really like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the one thing I wrote for that, I wrote a couple things. I wrote very garlicky.
Yeah.
I wrote very buttery.
Yep.
which is appropriate. And I put it has a lasting flavor. I think when because it's garlic, once you bite into it, like you can really you taste it after after you've kind of chewed it up and swallowed and everything. It's still that garlicky kind of lingers, which if you're a garlic fan is great.
Yeah, that's part of the appeal of it.
One thing I would have liked if it had been maybe spread out more. And then I don't know if there was maybe like more, if there was like onions or more of something on it. I do
it
like
definitely
vegetables.
needed other flavors, I think.
Yeah. Just to kind of, it seemed like all it was just like a vehicle to taste this, garlicky butter we made.
Usually garlic aioli, when I find it on burgers, like Applebee's in the first year of Septemburger had a burger that was like a garlic aioli with mushroom on it.
Uh-huh.
And that worked tremendously.
Nice,
so I wonder if mushrooms would have cut this, but also fast food, mushrooms are, I don't know if that's a food I'm rolling the dice on with fast food.
Right. I think there's a reason why you typically do not see mushrooms at most fast food places anyway, right? I'm sure they know what they're doing, but.
I didn't love it. I wanted to. I really expected to like it a lot. I was so excited for this one.
When you told me that was what we were getting, of course I didn't see the picture yet, but when I heard that's what we were getting, I thought, okay, well there's going to be one I guaranteed I'm going to like.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Butter, garlic.
What was your score for it?
My score for this one was 6.5.
We've got a 4.98.
Okay.
So
still
less than the first round burger just because of how much I disliked this one. But
wow, still didn't make the cut.
Still didn't make the cut. And then the other burger that was just there, the Bacon Sonic Stack. Now, I will admit this is actually called the Cheesy Bacon Stack, but not in this zone. This is a cheese-free zone here. Y'all eat mold.
Right. And when he ordered it, like every hamburger, you were like, no cheese. You said it like at the top of the.
Because her intercom pacing wasn't great. I was like, did you register this? Did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
just
said,
just in case.
For 3 burgers, I think I said no cheese 5 times during the ordering process, just to like make sure they knew.
Right. Love it.
Look, I'm gonna tell the people what I told you. Cheese is a thing that some people use to describe the smell of feet. So if y'all are okay eating that thing, fine. But I'm not wrong.
Still funny.
So the Bacon Sonic Stack, this was onion, bacon, mayo, ketchup. So basically a fry sauce mix almost. And it's on Texas toast. Now, this Texas toast was a little bit browner than it probably should have been. I think they over toasted it maybe a little bit too much. And I think if this was like more of like the light brown Texas toast that you get, it would have been a better balance of all things. The meat was a little bit dry, but not as bad as the first burger, I thought. The toast tasted solid, even if I thought that they over toasted it.
Yeah. It didn't taste burnt or anything, which is
right.
Yeah, it did not. So.
And the onion, I thought played well with the mayo ketchup mix and a good ratio of it relative to the meat. This was my favorite of the burgers.
Oh, okay, nice.
I went 5.97. It was just shy of what I would call good, where that threshold is a 6.
Yeah.
I thought this was the best of the offerings, though.
Yeah, with this one, I did like it as well. I gave it a 4.99. So I thought it had. It was very substantial, like with the double patties and the Texas toast. So this is a pretty, substantial filling hamburger, which I'm a fan of. You know what I mean? Especially when you're broke and you're just trying to fill up so you're not hungry anymore.
Right.
It's a good hamburger for that. I thought it had like good flavor with the sauces and everything in there. So I didn't hate this. This was a pretty good hamburger. Like I said, for me, I like a hamburger that's got more stuff like on it, in it.
Yeah.
Like if they had added more of the onions, maybe a little more of the sauce, it might have helped put me over the top.
Yeah.
It seemed like they really
over the top of the middle. It would have put it over 5.
Yeah, just barely over the top. Yeah. But it was pretty decent. So like I said, my score was 4.99.
Okay. So when you mix that with my 5.97, that gets it a 5.48, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad score. For that one.
I'm freeballing this math, but I think it's right.
I trust
think
you.
It's right.
It's all in the delivery, man. You said it right. So
I like math. I genuinely do.
I do.
Maybe not like calculus and stuff. I'm not over here doing like limits.
Right. But yeah, simple addition.
Simple addition.
I'm all about it.
Averaging. And then the other thing I had in just there was the onion rings.
Mm-hmm.
The batter tasted similar to the corn dog. And I told you this.
Yeah.
I was like, I have a suspicion. This is before I had even taken a bite of the corn dog.
Just off a sight.
I tasted the onion ring and I was like, I think that this is going to be the same batter that they're using for their corn dog. And then I grabbed the corn dog, tried it, and I was like, very close.
It's pretty similar, yeah.
Very close. And you think you want it? I don't think you do. It's a little too like corn forward or like cornbread-ish.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
If the sweetness comes from the onion, I don't mind. But from the breading, I don't know if sweet is what I want. I want savory in my onion rings.
Yeah, I hear him.
I want savory with like a dip that maybe has some kick to it. That's my ideal thing. I had these with honey mustard and with ketchup, and they were fine. I went 4 out of 10 on the onion rings.
Okay, 4. Okay, well, okay. This is yeah. So with me, I did like how crunchy the onion rings were. So again, like just the texture of it. So yeah. I was a fan of that. Yeah, the batter was a little sweet on it. I mean, it wasn't like, cake batter or whatever, but it definitely did have a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do like food that intentionally has a bit of sweetness to it and then also has some savory aspects to it as well. And you put those two things together, like those flavors kind of play off of each other.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not quite like salted caramel. Those are two
I was going to
different.
say, if I'm putting sweet with something, I want salty, not necessarily savory.
Gotcha.
But like, I don't know. There's one of my favorite barbecue places in Austin just got a Michelin star, and their signature offering is a peach tea glazed pork belly.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's sweet and savory.
Wow.
And so like, I know it can be done in a way that I like it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not my preference. I prefer salty and sweet together. I prefer salty and savory together.
Yeah.
Sweet and savory, it's a little, I'm a little picky.
Okay, no, you're to get into the nuance, the specifics of it. I get that. Those onion rings, I gave it a 6.3.
Yeah, you liked those.
I did.
Which I didn't hate them. I didn't hate them.
Yeah.
But I was just, I was thrown off by the flavor profile not matching what I wanted from an onion ring.
Yeah.
But that is all the elements of Sonic. What was there, just there, what was not good, what was good.
We covered a good.
Did you have anything else?
No, I was about to ask you, do you remember what your exact favorite thing was? Because I'm looking at my list. I think my highest score was the Tater Tots. The second was the ocean water.
The cherry limeade.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I gave it a 9.5.
Yeah, okay, that's
like just
like every day.
I could not. I should not, but I could. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. I think we know enough about Sonic to give our final thoughts and score it, but that's still a ways away because there's a couple steps in the way. Before we do that, we have to see what others thought of the Sonic drive-in that we went to in this week's Yelp from Strangers.
We need a little yelp from strangers. A 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4 or 5. So get a little yelp from strangers. A little yelp. Give us those complaints while you literally whine and die. Yelp!
All right, this is Yelp from Strangers, our segment where we turn to Yelp and read out our favorite 1,
2,
3,
4,
and
5
5-star Yelp reviews. Hell yeah. Of the very Sonic that we went to. Mark, do you mind if I go first?
Please do.
1-star review.
This is a 1-star review from Billy B. from San Gabriel, California, written August 7th, 2022. Sonic gotta be the worst fast food place in America. This place, honestly. I paid for a large fry. They gave me the smallest portion ever. Burger was ass. The drink was watered down. The chicken tenders was like the ones you get from the AMC. Dry as Where the are the roller skates? Oh. That could have been entertainment for the shitty food I received. Wasted $30 on this bullshit I don't know one motherfucker on the planet who would wake up and be like, I want to get Sonic. Out of here with that. You got to be messed up in the head to want to eat here. Most cussing per capita I've ever had in a Yelp review.
Oh my stars and garters. Oh, wow, man. I don't think he liked it. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I don't know much, but I'm going to call him like I see him. I don't think he cared for that Sonic. I like that he called out the roller skates, though. Okay, so we're not the only ones.
Yeah. And that was from 2022.
Oh, that was
so
not that long ago.
It's been a while that they cut it. 3 years without roller skates, at least.
Yeah.
We don't know that it didn't date back even years before that.
That's a good point, yeah.
And that's 1 star.
5-star review.
All right, so next up we have Zoe K. It looks like she gave it actually 5 stars.
Hey.
This was back on December 9th of 2017. All right, so here we go. First time here. Arrived Saturday, 5:45 p.m. We wanted to eat before we shop at Target. We pulled into a stall and waited a few minutes and pushed the button for service. The girl taking our order sounds like she got her hand over her mouth. We couldn't hear her. The people next to us have the same problem, so we just went by the order on the screen. I ordered the corn dog, small fries, and small drink. My husband got the bacon cheeseburger, something, fries, and a Coke. I hadn't had a corn dog in ages. It was so good. I had a few bites of my husband's burger, and I thought it was nice. The lettuce and pickles were fresh and crisp. The tomatoes were great, too. Usually, they're soggy and sad. The bread was interesting. It tasted like French toast.
That's how I felt about the onion rings. Like, too sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was good. But my husband hated the sweetness. He was very unhappy with his choice. I liked it a lot. He said afterwards that he wasn't Jack in the Box happy, LOL.
What does that even mean? Jack in the Box happy is not a thing.
Don't try to make it a thing.
Yeah.
All right, Zoe, I see you. I can totally see why this is a pothead go-to munchie place. Everything tastes like candy and salt and all the things you need to satisfy cravings. I would live here if I was preggers.
Great. I'm just going to circulate that one isolated clip.
Beautiful. I can totally understand why there are complaints about the service and the food. It's a hit or miss here. I was happy. My husband hated it. I mean, oh well. At least try it once.
I love that she's just discounting her husband's.
He's right out the door.
He has no part of the fact of like the 5-star factor of this review.
Yeah.
Like this should be a 3-star review with how many things are like, my husband hated this. He said it's not even as good as Jack in the Box.
Right.
But she's straight up like, yo, if I were pregnant, I'd live here.
Right. Bottom line.
I will move in.
I liked it. I was happy.
Yeah.
Even with his choices, I was still happy.
Yeah.
I love it. She's running that relationship.
And then a bunch of photos.
Yeah. Sorry, Zoe. I'm trying to get you in trouble.
How about those 2 Yelp reviews? You can get 3 more over at my Patreon, the extended Yelp from Strangers segment at patreon.com/fine dining podcast. In addition to that, you can get a free full fine dining episode every single month that covers a restaurant that is exclusive to Patreon. Recently, I've done Boston Market. I went to one of the 16 remaining in the country, all the way in New York City. It was not great, but I got to cover it. And for September, the Septemburger semifinals and finals episode will be my exclusive Patreon episode. However, it will be free. All you have to do is go to the Patreon to hear it. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait an additional week to hear how the tournament ends. That's patreon.com/fine dining podcast. Thanks so much. Hope to see you there, Dynamaniacs. Okay, Mark, it's almost time to give our scores, but before we can, please gaze upon the tchotchke of mediocrity. Over 100 restaurants scored in my pursuit of perfect mediocrity. And while I found it in Chili's, you didn't join me on this journey. Since it's your first time on the show, I need to ask you to define the ends of your personal spectrum.
Ooh.
Your 0 out of 10, your 10 out of 10. So we've got to take a stop at the calibration station.
Calibration station, Comparing this meal to the best of the worst. Calibration station. Chugga, 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 choo choo.
All right, Mark, I want to hear all about the worst dining experience you've ever had, the best dining experience you've ever had. Something you would call a 0 out of 10, something you would call a 10 out of 10. The floor is yours. You can start with either one.
Wow, you know what? I hate to say it, but I think it was out of Denny's. Like, yeah, man, I hate throwing Denny's under the bus, but it was one of those everything going wrong kind of things. Like when you walk in, like, and you sit down, it's like, it smells strange in here.
Yeah.
And by that point in time, it's like, you feel like, oh man, is it too late to get up and leave kind of thing? The smart thing to do would have been to get up and leave. But for whatever reason, we stayed and when the food is just, it was too greasy. Like sometimes I understand it's Denny's and you're going to have some, greasy,
it's like
whatever
sliding off your fork.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? When it's starting to like kind of collect on the plate kind of thing. So it was, I swear, I think it was just like, that particular experience. Like I've eaten at Denny's, since.
So it smells funky. Food's too greasy. I assume service wasn't great.
Yeah. And it was, and I was going to say where it was. I guess I shouldn't say that, but
you're going to shut them down.
They need to get shut down. But it was funny because I was doing the podcast, as a matter of fact, my own podcast, Geek Off the Street, shameless plug. And after we did,
I want you to have shame. I don't want it to be shameless. I want you to live in it for a moment. Think about what you just
right
did.
There. You sit right there.
I want it to be a shameful plug.
We sit here.
There you go.
And we went there because we were like, hey, we wrapped up the show. Let's go get something to eat. And it was like the smell was bad. The food was, and I think it was just that particular Denny's.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very disappointing. Let's see, my favorite. You know what? There was a really good, I don't know, it was somewhere in LA and it was a Brazilian barbecue place. I went there with some of my friends.
Like the all you can eat, the churrasco.
Oh yeah. Where you just turned the dial upside down or
was
whatever.
Was it a Fogo de Chao or was it like?
It wasn't. It was it was like a mom and pop. I don't want to say a mom and pop shop because it was in like this. It was on the third floor of some building. Very nice decor inside. I could not tell you the name of this place. I just knew it was like somewhere in downtown LA. There was a line, waiting to get in.
Always telling.
That, very good sign. And just the decor inside was nice. The food, obviously, I love Brazilian barbecue, but it's also like the sides and extras. If you want to go up to the buffet table, like everything, it was just the perfect dining experience, between the food, the ambiance. I was there with my friends.
Did they have fried plantains?
They did have fried plantains.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
They have picanha, the sirloin cap.
I don't know.
That's the best cut of, I'm sure they did. It's like, it's just got a little bit of fat on it. It's just such a tender cut of, like, all Brazilian steakhouses that I've been to have had it, so I'm sure they did. But it's such a good bite every single time.
And I am pro fat on a piece of steak. Yeah.
Especially if it's like well rendered.
The
only time you should be anti-fat on steak is if it's like not cooked well.
It's like that
tough
jiggly, still kind of pale, and that's a whole separate monster. But that was very good.
Cool. Well, somewhere between bad Denny's and Brazilian barbecue lies today's meal in my car at Sonic. So we can finally put Sonic to the Chili's test.
It's time to set the scale. Will it pass or will it fail? Is it the worst? Is it the best? Let's put it to the Chili's test.
Okay, so to kind of wrap everything up, Sonic, great place to, get your drink, to get your tater tots. I highly recommend the hot dogs. We're not talking about hot dogs right now. The hamburgers, overall, I was kind of disappointed with, that's the food. Getting into like the ambiance and all that kind of stuff. Your car, very nice. Gregorian chant music.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. We had a new pope recently, and I was like, you know what? I'm in charge of the music, and I put on, in honor of your last name being Pope, I put on just straight up Gregorian chants.
Right.
And it got old fast.
and the best part is, like, he put it on and then he turned it up. It wasn't like okay, we're going to put it on and just, it's just something to listen to. Rolled the windows down, turned it up. And I was like, man, I hope people are just like walking by and just doing double takes and looking like what's about to happen. Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. So that was fantastic. Again, some of the bad parts, though, I would have loved to have seen them on skates, would have been nice. And again, this is just a nitpick, like not seeing the menu, just it irked me. Like, am I supposed to get out of the car? Am I supposed to just
lower the board down?
Something.
When you drive through a McDonald's or a Burger King, it's at the right height. People in the back seat, people in the passenger seat, they can see. Sonic, what are you doing?
Yeah, man. Help us help you. Or something like that. So overall, my score is a 4.70.
So that's higher than me. I was definitely a bit more down on this. And I think it's because I really expected more. I came into today being like, oh, this is going to be a solid like mid fives. Maybe it'll crack a 6. Which
Same here. That's what I thought.
For fast food, that's not a bad spot to be. And just kind of a lot of the elements fell short. The burgers, I was ready to be impressed and I was not.
Yeah.
The Tots, I wish I had had them hot, but they were good. Cherry Limeade, bomb. Sonic Blast, like you're not going to mess that up.
Yeah.
You can't. So they do have some reliables. They have things that are worth going for. So regardless of the score I give it, you're going to find something at Sonic that you'll enjoy.
Agreed.
It just might be kind of few and far between, which is a little bit of a bummer for me, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I gave Sonic just barely at the bottom end of what I'd call mediocre. I went 4.06.
Ooh, wow.
4.06, which averages with your score and goes up on the tchotchke of mediocrity at a 4.38.
Wow.
Tucks in right by Denny's, under Denny's. It's a little bit better than McDonald's, a little bit better than Burger King.
And a little bit better than IKEA.
Yeah. And so to me, like that feels like when you look at its neighbors, it does feel like it's in kind of the right zone.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I completely agree. Looking at where it landed, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that means Sonic is officially not as good as Chili's.
Not as good as Chili's, objectively not so good.
Well, that is the episode. Septemburger rolls on next week. I'm going to be going to the number 8 seed before I go to the number 1 seed. So next week, join me for an episode on Jack in the Box. And for reasons you will find out, it needs to be family friendly. So I got it out of my system by reading that one Yelp review today.
Oh, yeah.
That had all the curses in the world.
You're good for the rest of the year.
I'm good for the rest of the year. Mark, thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
If you want to look in that camera, tell people where they can follow you on social media, more about Geek on the Street.
Oh,
Geek
yeah.
Off the Street.
You're okay. We're on the Tots Pod. That's, what you can type in, to the interwebs. Let's see. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. Basically, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, we are there. I highly recommend going to our YouTube channel. We're on Instagram. Again, you can type in the Tots Pod, Geek Off the Street. But we cover, like you were saying earlier, geek culture, pop culture, and basically whatever else we want to talk about. We do that too. But anime, science fiction, fantasy, just movies in general, and television and comic books. We cover it all. Anything nerdy related.
Amazing. And you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Dining Podcast, Blue Sky, finediningpodcast.bsky.social. I'm never there, but follow me there and you'll force me to use it. You can get the full Yelp from Strangers segments on Patreon. Don't forget, I'm doing Septemburger a little bit differently this year, so you can still fill out your bracket all the way until the final episode comes out. That'll be the Wendy's episode at the end of the month. So if you're following along, you have a little bit of an advantage because you already know that Dairy Queen eliminated Sonic. You already know the 2 eliminations that happened last week. So follow along and you can have your choice of a restaurant that I will review in a future episode and I'll write a rap song about you. Or or anything else food related or restaurant related that you want me to rap about. You can choose. I will produce that rap song for you. In the meantime, that is another one in the books. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all of you.
Have a fine day.
Well, there's another one in the books. We judge the service up to the cooks, and while we may have gotten a couple of dirty looks, no, the journey can never stop. Now from the bottom down to the top, we got a new MO and everything's on lock. And that's 'cause Chili's to the letter to the T is the perfect cornerstone of mediocrity. So now we got a brand new kind of test. That's the words we gotta know, 'cause we sure ain't know it yet. Triple dipper got the ribs, a main course, perfect little in the middle. It's good, now it's got to be the lock for what we use when we put things up on the charge gate. Mediocrity. So there's another one in the books, yeah, there's another one in the books, and we will see you next week, baby.
Have a fine day.